And not only that, man, like I'm sure they prepared for Tanquinho, and I mean Paulo and João prepared for Tanquinho, but like Tanquinho seems to have this ability to stop birimbolos. Like remember when he
He's
fought
so
Alpha
good.
Mendes in his prime, and he beat him
And
twice.
Cobrian.
And Cobrian.
back-to-back.
It's those are not easy things to accomplish, and I'm not saying that Rafael and the Miyaos are identical, but they're very similar in their games. They have like a lot of similarities, and Tanquinho seems to be able to neutralize that sort of game, and we saw that in a no-gi match, but this time in the gi, it might be different.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the advantage of the Miyao brothers is the grips. They are very strong, and this is 5 minutes round, right? And it's gonna be relentless. Miyao, they never stop. They never stop the pressure. They carry on to the end.
Yeah, and I think Paulo is just waiting those 10 seconds. I can see him pulling. Like, Tanquinho obviously wants to score a takedown here before that, but they got to bring it in. Yep, Paulo's walking backwards a little bit there.
I think like the first round they will kind of study themselves,
Yeah.
and see how it goes.
But remember, like, how Tanquinho beat João Miyao last time was hitting those singles in the first minute.
Yeah,
That's
first
how
match.
he beat him.
Yeah, but that was no gi though.
Exactly.
That's well pulled. Those no
Good,
points. Good timing.
You saw what Tanquinho was trying to do there. He was expecting
That's what the
Paulo
Paulo
Miyao to pull guard, and he was shooting at the same time and scored two. It didn't work, but still
Well
very,
defended and very executed.
but still good strategy. Miyao with the lapel, the lasso guard. You can hear João saying the lapel sweep, the one we were practicing this morning. These guys wake up and they train before they eat breakfast.
Look the grip that he does.
Yeah.
And well defended by. Look how much Tanquinho stick that hip out and bring the knee outside so he can free himself for the berimbolo.
Oh,
But this
see if
he's getting
Tanquinho
good,
can
he's
recover
getting
here.
good.
Maybe
Paulo got in a
Paulo's
good
got
position
something
there.
here on Tanquinho.
Very good position.
Wow.
Very good position.
This is it.
Very good position by Paulo.
No, Tanquinho
Very
frees
well
his
defended.
hips.
Wow, that's a
But he
sweep
still
though.
got the sweep though, and that's very impressive. He did what I had never seen. Dude, I've trained with Tanquinho before, man, and his nickname of Tanquinho, which is like little
Makes
tank,
sense.
it makes perfect sense because I'm twice his weight, and I will say, bro, moving him, it feels
Was
like
difficult.
it feels like you're training with an ultra heavyweight. It's unusual that someone that is light can
Be
feel
so
that
heavy.
heavy. Yeah, this is what confirms what I've always said. It's about positioning and weight distribution more than actual,
Exactly.
real weight.
To be able to move someone like that, you need to put your hips under his hips so you can
Yeah.
kind of manipulate the weight.
But
much
he
better.
positioned himself so well. It was. I was truly surprised. Tanquinho attempting that 50-50 there.
Yeah.
And, the Miyao's got really strong legs. You can see, like, when they move their legs.
Was he giving out to the 50-50? It's a
Yeah,
good position.
the legs are never relaxed.
Is it more?
Tanquinho, he's got to use
50-50, he got it.
he's got to use that for a sweep, though. Like, it's going to be hard to top him.
Hmm.
Yep, got to pull the pants up.
Once again.
Thanks for that, ref. So Paulo Miyao up by 2 points with 2 minutes left into the first round. I guess Tanquinho was a little surprised here by that early sweep. I don't think he was expecting it. But, you got to give it to Tanquinho, though. You got to remember, Tanquinho fights in the UFC. Like, most of his training is, geared towards, cage fighting and, striking. So
He's
the
so
fact
active in
that
the
he's
guillotine.
even here, facing Paulo Miyao, toe-to-toe, fighting for the title, I think that's an accomplishment in
Yeah,
itself,
yeah.
regardless of result.
He's an amazing fighter, to be able to fight in the UFC in that level and be able to fight for the 2 titles consecutive, gi and no gi. with such a
Yeah.
a level that Paulo Miao's the best in the business right now.
You know, and brother, I can speak to this. I know how hard it is. Because like, oh, it's the same thing. It's not. Like
No.
strategically, even the conditioning. Like, you know, you lose your grip conditioning when you train MMA because you're not holding on to anything.
Yeah.
You know, so it's quite different. They really. I mean,
Big
there's a
fan
lot of
of Tanquinho.
overlapping, but
I'm big fan of him.
yeah, that's very impressive. Paulo with the good balance there. What Tanquinho's trying to do is stretch that far leg, try to get Paulo to split his legs so he can put him on his butt, but Paulo's not giving anything away.
This is only the first round of 5.
Yeah, that's right. 5 rounds.
Tanquinho trying to go for the 50-50 sweep and very well defended by Paulo. Paulo's corner says don't let him step on the leg because that's what makes the out of balance to be able to do sweep. You can see that Paulo is bringing the knee close to the hips. See, that's what he wants. See, step in the
Yeah.
foot there.
But Paulo knows how much time he has left. He's just got to hang in there. Tanquinho's got to go. Now such good balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Counting weight very well. That's when Tanquinho should change a little bit of the angles.
Yeah,
to get-
well,
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the journey. Even on the end of the journey, it's still part of it.
yeah. You know, looking back, I'm kind of happy with some of my losses. I kind of look back and I'm kind of glad that I lost. You know, they taught me so much. And
Yeah.
I mean, trust me, I
Makes
hate
you
losing.
evolve.
Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, you evolve.
Yeah.
Like you learn about yourself more than anything.
but these guys they're something else, man. I think they'll go down in the history of jiu-jitsu as, you know, jiu-jitsu lunatics. Absolute. I don't think I've ever met anyone as obsessed with training as these two twins. So
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome to see the passion that they have for jiu-jitsu as well.
it's like everything else in life is canceled out. Like there's nothing else going on in the world
Jiu-jitsu
except
is
my
everything
gi
for them.
and the mats
Yeah, and each other, right?
and each other. Yeah.
15 seconds for the pull guard.
I wonder if Tanquinho's going to pull guard this time. If he respects Paulo Miao's guard so much, he's going to change strategies. I think the gi is neutralizing Tanquinho a little bit. Like he's having a hard time getting inside. Like
Yeah.
you can see Paulo's got those stiff
Paul
arms
is
on his chest.
such a big grips. It's hard to move when you have a fight someone that has a very strong grip.
But like, see, if you want to wrestle with someone in the gi, rule number 1 is you don't want them grabbing your gi. The second they grab your gi, like your collar, they're going to stiff arm your chest, and you're going to have a hard time getting close enough to hit that single, hit that double. And Paulo has been doing an amazing job just keeping Tanquinho at bay. Tanquinho knows this is his chance of scoring 2 points.
Miyao is not just pulling out anyhow.
Yeah, they're both really sharp. There's a game going on there, guys. Yep.
Wait,
Uh,
that was no point.
yeah, it wasn't. It was close. I was close. Nah, I'm leaning no points. What do you think, brother?
I don't think it was points.
No
I
points.
don't think no points
Yeah,
for me.
it was close though.
And the trousers are coming off again.
See, I don't mind when that happens. It's just when he grabs the pants and the underwear that I go, oh man, please don't. Score is even, and this is a super tough mission for Tanquinho now because he's got 3 minutes left in round 2, and he's basically got to pass Paulo Miao's guard. And like we haven't seen that happen. Have we seen that happen yet, bro? In ACB, anyone passed Miyao brother's guard? I don't think that's happened.
I never.
I
seen
can't
that.
remember. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think nobody.
Even
Just
in, like,
Keenan. The last
even
time
in
I saw was
general.
Keenan
Yeah,
Cornelius.
but twice as well. But still, man, like it's not.
Yeah.
You know,
Actually, but that was a long time ago, though.
and At brown belt probably, right? That's when they
Yeah.
had battles.
Yeah, on the
But
Europeans.
I always say this, man. Passing like a lightweight's guard is actually harder. Like his legs are very strong, very flexible,
See
very
how
short.
Tanquinho just take off the foot like so easily. And now warm guard by Paulo against Tanquinho, which it makes the foot a little bit stuck there.
Yeah, I gotta get that foot off the hip. But even there, Tanquinho's got such incredible posture, and balance. I just don't see Paulo getting him off balance there. But again, he did Berimbola him, and I wasn't expecting that either. Yeah, see how Tanquinho frees that knee, bro?
Yeah, he twists the hips
Yeah.
and free the knee. The foot is so
like,
small.
but he's got short legs too.
Yeah, he
It's
helps.
so much easier for
We
him
would
to
be
free
stuck
that.
there.
Yeah, we'd be stuck.
He would be swept like nothing. Or broken knee.
Or that. You ever been in a situation, Braulio, where like I'm gonna get the submission, but I'm gonna hurt myself, or I'm gonna not get let go of the submission and not hurt myself, and you make the wrong choice?
Exactly.
I feel like I do that all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just stubborn. Like you get the arm bar, it's crushing your junk, and you're like, I'm still gonna go through with it. I don't care. I need to get the submission.
Yeah. This is pretty.
In training, like in
Yeah.
competition, that makes perfect sense, but in practice, it doesn't. But I feel like I do it every single
It's
time.
instinct.
Yeah. It's
2
like
points.
I'll deal with the physical pain more than the pain of like knowing that the guy got out of my submission.
One thing that I've been
One
doing
hurts more than the
lately
other.
is spending more time doing more stretching before and after the training. This camp, like, cause when I agreed for the fight, it was like a month and a week ago. So it was tough over Christmas and stuff. Man, I felt the winter coming. It's not the same, Like when you're young and you constantly training, competing, things are more smooth. You just
Less
carry on the pace.
responsibility.
My
You got less to
goodness,
think
I
about,
found
too.
So
Yeah.
hard because the thing is, the day of the fight is the best day. The problem is the preparation when you go through. That's when I
It's
felt.
brutal.
I felt really, 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 really,
And
really.
it's tough to train throughout Christmas, the holidays. It's like
Yeah,
like how
you
many
know.
students are going to show up to train with you on Christmas
It was
Eve,
really hard.
Christmas
And
morning.
it's not the same as how we used to when we were younger. That we just think about go there, train, instead of thinking about the bills to pay, the problems at the academy, open a new academy. I have to open a new academy.
Oh, congratulations!
My brother opens a new academy. There's the Grishabara stuff.
Like they're in their 90s, and if we don't talk to them now, they're going to be gone forever.
I'm really excited to see this close guard documentary that you're doing, man. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, I'm super excited. Our crew is awesome. Like we got some really good footage, some interviews, B-roll.
I saw the footage, man. It's
Stunning.
amazing.
Like some of it is like, whoa, I can't believe we did. Like I'm actually impressed with the
There's
quality
some
of the
of
film.
the red belts that I never heard
Yeah,
of.
there are red belts in Brazil. People no one's ever interviewed type thing. Like these guys are like, oh, thank you for talking to me, and they're like, they're dying, and some of them are still actively teaching class and on a daily basis, and
It's
the
really-
wealth of knowledge. There's just this. I was telling Josh about it earlier. It's just like this profound wisdom about life, and I feel
Really
like
important.
I really feel like a child next to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
really
it-
important to get to know them and see what they. Man, imagine how many experience they've been.
It's
through.
funny because they talk about their youth, and they kind of look at it and go like, man, it was not so different. Like, of course, the sport was smaller, but it was a lot of similarities, man. Like the struggles of a fighter are the same no matter what age or what country you're in. Like they had the same problems, the same ambitions, and it's interesting, man. It was almost like looking at myself in the future. It was in a way, it was like, oh, that's me in 40, 50 years, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I saw some pictures. I saw some of the videos that you showed me, and it can be a very important piece for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu history.
No, I really think the plan is to make this something archival, something that future generations can reference and look back. Okay, so that's why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is what it is. Yeah, and I think that a lot of people don't know. People think, and I was telling Josh, like people learn their history on the internet and do not trust the internet. I know this because now I understand the history of Jiu-Jitsu better, and what is out there is like some of it is just even in print. Like people who are actually writing books on Jiu-Jitsu history, they simply don't know what they're talking about.
No.
It's all inaccurate, and so I mean we had amazing interviews with like Carlos Gracie Jr., Robson Gracie, Armando Vridet, João Alberto Barreto, Kira Gracie spoke to us, Osvaldo Canivali, Armando Restani. Like, we found guys that, like, they disappeared from the jiu-jitsu scene for so long, but they had a lot to say. And we're really happy to put this together, and this is super exciting, man. Like, I'm thrilled.
Wait. So when you expect what to form
Before the end of the year. Before the end of the year. Because, we got to go to Japan. A couple more interviews in the U.S. Berimbolo by Paulo there. It was the exact same one he pulled off earlier in the first round. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
2 points by Miyao.
Oh, not a little too soon with 2 points.
He's going to go if he get the collar on the back of the neck from Tanquinho, that would be a difficult. Oh, yeah, that's the position that they are so good at it. They climb like a mountain, man. They become like a backpack.
Man, those guys have really made something out of that position, man. It's virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, look at this, how already on his back and the triangle. It's a lot of pressure on Tanquinho. Tanquinho is a third round, 2 minutes to go.
Body triangle on the back.
It's a very tough position to be.
Brawley, one final thing. I just want to throw a last plug here on the film. If you're interested in watching the movie or just following our progress, follow us on Instagram at Close Guard the Movie. Okay, and we have a Facebook account with the same name. And some basic updates, not much. We'll have a trailer somewhere, like June, July. We'll have a trailer up, and I'm really excited about this. So stay tuned.
I'm very excited, Rob, and this is good to see that you spending some of your time on such an amazing project that's gonna last for the existence of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Will become a big reference for all of us, and. It's very. I'm kind of in the name of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community, very grateful for all the time that they've been putting in.
Yeah, man, this is something. I really feel like I'm, doing something that's going to be memorable, and doing something for Jiu-Jitsu. I feel Jiu-Jitsu's done so much for me. I feel like I got to give something back, and this is my way of repaying Jiu-Jitsu for what it's done.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. So back in the game, here Paulo Miyao almost getting the back, and. Ready to give some attempts on the chokes, but very well defended by Tanquinho. You can see Tanquinho with his left grip across the collar to stop any hand come around the neck. And 30 seconds to go, I guess. Tanquinho is trying to hope that this finishes without much of a big gap on the game so he can still be on the game.
And, I go back and forth on that body triangle as being worth points. I lean towards it being points, Brawley. What do you think?
Well, I think as long as you are in complete control, we should, like, for example, ADCC, they do have they get the points, right?
Yeah, it's 4 points, body triangle, or hooks. Doesn't matter. I think the control is there.
Yeah,
like
the purpose of the hooks is for the control. So
yeah, I think the body triangle is a better form of control. So
sure.
Round 4 begins. Tanquinho needs a takedown here, Braulio. He's gotta create something. He's gotta do something different. He can't have a repeat of the last 3 rounds.
Remember when we spoke about, like, when João lost to Tanquinho, and then that would change completely the way that the Miyao brothers would come and train. And I think it's shown already today how much more defensive and playing much better stand-up than they were used to. That you could even get close. Yeah. And the time on the pull guard and the right time, defending the takedown.
Yeah, I think that it was very obvious for both parties what this match was going to be like, and they both parties prepared accordingly. It was very obvious that Paulo wanted to be on bottom, and he was going to be trying to berimbolo Tanquinho, who's going to be trying for the takedown and trying to stop the berimbolo, and basically Tanquinho wanted a replay of his match against João, and Paulo just like, this is gi now, this is different, and wanted to correct some of the mistakes made by his brother, and he has been able to do so. So
and
far
they are masters of the drills, right? They put something on their mind and they drill over and over again up until the end. So it has shown already a big improvement already by dealing with the stand-up against Tanquinho itself. Yeah. And one thing now that you just noticed that Paulo, knowing that he already won 3 rounds, 2 rounds left, he just pulled guard and just because he knows that as long as he doesn't get tapped or the difference of the points is more than 7, he'll be fine.
So yeah, being a smart competitor goes a long way, bro. Like I think a lot of people miss. I think, oh, just go in there and be good enough and make everyone tap, and it's just not that simple. At the high level, being strategical does make a difference.
Yeah, and they playing the game really smart, and João is on the backside here, stand up through the whole fight. He didn't sit up once, sit down once, just up all the time.
Yeah,
like he's fighting together with his brother.
I felt that if there's someone out there that could pass the Miyao brothers guard, that was in that weight class, it's Tanquinho.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna go for the 50-50.
Yeah, if I were Tanquinho, I would not be going there. It's gonna allow him to buy a lot of time.
Yeah,
they'll spend the next 3 minutes now with that lapel.
Here we go with the lapel. That's
probably
gonna go for the sweep, actually.
I know we spoke about this before, but that lapel really is something else, man.
There's another sweep by Miyao.
Yeah,
it's a draw for the round, but 2.5 minutes to go.
And it's leaning towards Tanquinho needing a submission now.
Yeah.
And if Michael Musumeci can't stop João and Paulo Miyao, and I know they're in different weight classes, but eventually I think they'll face each other. I can't think of another lightweight.
That'll be a good fight.
Or we just have João Miyao against Paulo Miyao.
Oh, that would be an interesting match.
I'm going to talk to Zauerbeck.
One thing for sure.
I'm going to push for that fight.
Miyao will win.
Well, it'll definitely be a Miyao winner.
That's how it's moved.
Oh, beautiful.
Berimbolo
to leg drag. Straight to the back. Yeah, this is movement to the perfection.
It's the beginning of the end. Like, you can tell that Tanquinho is like, man, he stepped ahead.
Yeah. But Tanquinho's got his hands full, man. Like he's fighting, man, gi, no gi, MMA, and he's going against these guys that are specialists in one thing: getting to your back from guard. That's where they excel at, Braulio. Like they're incredible at getting you to expose your back from that De La Riva position, what we call berimbolo, and they got it down with science.
Yeah, they master for the drills, and they so perseverance. They train over and over again. They will train tomorrow. They'll train tomorrow or tonight.
I just thought of a question to ask Paulo Miyao after this fight.
I want to hear.
I'm going to go Paulo. I'm down. We're going to train tomorrow morning. Are you down?
He would be.
I know. So he's going to say.
No doubt.
He's going to say.
You just say what time. Yeah. You just say what time.
I'm going to ask him.
You better be there, though. You be prepared to be there. Because they'll say yes.
I know. He's that serious. He's going to go like, you kidding me? He's like, no, I'm not. Let's do it now. Not today.
So 4th round, 25 seconds to go. 8-4 for Paulo Miyao after pulling guard, giving away 2 points. Tanquinho surviving, giving the points. Is it going to be a submission there?
Yeah, he's going for the arm now. 10 seconds left. But see, Tanquinho knows he's got 10 seconds left. He's got to hang in there.
Listen,
Paulo with the aggression.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't save.
Wow.
He doesn't save nothing. He's relentless.
True champ. Gives away 2 points. This is his final round. He knows he can afford it. He would rather that than get taken down into a bad position and risking the win. At this point, Paulo Miyao is securing his belt, and don't misunderstand me here. Paulo Miyao will still be attacking from the bottom the whole time, and if what we saw in round 4 happens again, like Paulo Miyao could potentially finish Tanquinho.
I believe so too. All depends on the game plan, that the strategy that Tanquinho will take. Is he gonna go for the kill and try to win this fight, or fight to stop Miyao to achieve his objectives? That's gonna be up to how Tanquinho play. You can see that Miyao is in a much better shape. He's relentless. And the game is really tight, and he managed to be able to sweep very well. All kind of ways, as just you saw now. 2 points. And it's a draw after giving away already 2 points on the beginning of the match. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And we have still one more title shot to come. which was going to be an amazing match between João Gabriel Rocha and Luis Panza. This match, I don't think it will go down to 5 rounds.
I don't think so either, man. Like Panza's got that
pass 3
killer
rounds.
footlock.
And João Gabriel is a killer. And I think they will go at it.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, João Gabriel is such a heavy guy. Like, I'm not sure Panza can get underneath him with that 50-50 footlock like he does to everyone. Like, obviously, João Gabriel is prepared for it. I don't think he's going to be lenient on that position. He's been studying his opponent, I'm sure. But again, Panza's finished a lot of guys with that move. And from all accounts, he's a natural finisher. I talked to the guys from Checkmat, and they all say the exact same thing. Panza's a finisher.
It's going to be a very interesting match. I tell you that.
Paulo Miyao with 3 penalties, though, Braulio. Augusto Mendes was with 1.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Tanquinho might be, if Tanquinho can convince Paulo Miyao to stall, I think that might be his best bet during this fight because he's got 3 minutes left. Can't go for the foot. You can't pass. What do you do, Braulio? We've had this conversation a million times. Get him to stall, but the guy is relentless. What do you do? I think there's you have to admire Tanquinho because he's still going, but like it's almost like a lost cause here for Tanquinho because
it's a difficult situation.
What do you do, man?
Like, but all merit to Paulo, right?
No, absolutely.
He's managed to develop a game that he's so solid on the bottom and on the top, and strategically, it's crazy. Like he managed to get away from so many positions, and even he already adapted so well on the strategy for the ACB rules. It's like smooth like water, man.
Even like the 1 minute standing, really, that could potentially really harm their strategy. But they managed to hang in there that first minute, just waiting for time to go by.
You can tell that Miyao now is losing up the game already, going all over whatever, just cruising through. Like there's another sweep there. Very well defended by Tanquinho.
Extra break, those are always nice.
Yeah.
Right. I was telling Josh that, but like I hate taking those breaks because like you think, oh, I'm resting, but so is your opponent. So it's like a double-edged sword, You think, oh, this is such a great thing, and then you look over your opponent, he's recovering faster than you are.
I'm still recovering from my match, mama.
I believe you, dude. You had a war, man. I don't think you realized that. It was
not
a slow-paced fight.
I don't remember.
I know you don't remember because that's exactly how fights are. You're so focused. There's no memory.
I don't remember.
There's no time to create memory. But
I just remember the first round. That was kind of
I remember us talking about you holding the belt to stop him from closing the guard, but he still managed to close, and you had the belt.
That's crazy.
How quickly and how hard he pulled you in.
That's
the first time I've seen that happen because that's what I teach people. If someone's to close a guard on you, you grab that belt and you lock his hips in position. But Hudson had such a good guard pull, he still managed. Yeah.
And my right hand was straight as well. It's very powerful. This kid is gonna go a long way.
Absolutely.
This is a nice one. Nice kiss of the dragon by Paulo. Get underneath, go to the 50-50. Sweeping to the other side.
1 minute left. And Paulo with 2 more points. Augusto Mendes with the lapel there, but he needs a submission. He needs a knee bar.
50 seconds to go, 5th round. Tanquinho cannot get Miyao to get any penalties, which was one of the options that he had. Now Tanquinho is still fighting, he's still there, but
30 seconds left.
Miyao is a very good position, holding the pants here, and very stuck. I don't think Tanquinho will be able even to sweep the.
Tanquinho's still trying.
Yeah.
Get that sweep, transition to a knee bar, but
the counterbalance is so strong. Ten seconds to go. Tanquinho stuck over there. Miyao already kind of know that he won. Probably he already knew since the round 4 really. But yeah. Paulo Miyao revenging his brother.
Yes. Great win by Paulo Miyao.
winner, and still ACB JJ featherweight champion of the world, Paulo Miyao.